not difficult to know a thing. What is difficult is to know how to use what you know. People are submissive to power, and few of them can be influenced by doctrines of righteousness. No benefit is more constant than simplicity, no happiness more constant than peace. He who claims to be sure of something for which there is no evidence is a fool, and he who acts on the basis of what cannot be proved is an impostor. Claiming certainty without corroborating evidence is stupid. By looking at a person's features, clothing and speech, even Confucius would not be able to say what sort of person he is, but by testing him in a position and seeing what he does, even someone with so-so judgment would be able to know if he is wise or not. The way is the beginning of all beings and the measure of right and wrong. If you stop and confine yourself to one place, you will develop prejudices. If one struggles for what is beyond the most proper, doing not in accordance with one's natural ability, acting not with one's genuine feeling, one will surely get into trouble. Therefore, if we realise that our nature and destiny are what they should be, we will have no anxiety and we will be at ease with ourselves in the face of life or death, prominence or obscurity, or an infinite amount of changes and variations, and will be in accord with the principle. The ordinary people will consider it lack of simplicity to harmonise all the changes throughout 10,000 years. With a tired body and a frightened mind, they toil to avoid this and to take that. The sage alone has no prejudice. He therefore proceeds with utter simplicity and becomes one with transformation, and always roams in the realm of unity. To know and not to act is not to know. Knowledge is the beginning of practice. Doing is the completion of knowing. Thought and learning are of small value unless translated into action. The sages do not consider that making no mistakes is a blessing. They believe, rather, that the great virtue of man lies in his ability to correct his mistakes and continually make a new man of himself. People today distinguish between knowledge and action and pursue them separately, believing that one must know before he can act. They say they will wait till they truly know before putting their knowledge into practice. Consequently, to the end of their lives, they will never act and also will never know. The inferior man attempts 100 intrigues in order to save himself, but finishes only in creating a greater calamity from which he cannot run. If you really want to find out something about immortality, you have to live in the mountain forest for 30 years. If you succeed in perfecting your eyes and ears there, if you harmonise the heart and the will so that your mind becomes clear and pure and free of all that is evil, you will be able to discuss the matter. Perhaps immortality is a gift of heaven rather than the result of some human effort. Yin and yang are one vital force, the primordial aura. Yin and yang are one vital force, the primordial aura. Yin and yang are one vital force, the primordial. I remain myself. I have never cared about others misjudging me. I would employ the wise and strong of the empire, using righteousness to lead them. In this way, nothing is impossible. Men never fail to underestimate women. Never do an evil act just because it is trivial. Never leave a good act undone just because it's small. Only wisdom and virtue can truly win men's devotion. Those who stand in the way of virtue shall fail. Be vigilant, be vigilant. If an evil is minor, resist it nonetheless. If a good deed is trifling, perform it all the same. Only wisdom and virtue can truly win men's devotion. Your words bring me joy. Let the two of us unite to bring forth a world of peace and virtue. There is no greater weapon than a prepared mind. The wise win before they fight, while the ignorant fight to win. First organise the inner, then organise the outer. First organise the great, then organise the small. First organise yourself, and then organise others. Those who are skilled in combat do not become angered. Those who are skilled at winning do not become afraid. Thus the wise win before they fight, while the ignorant fight to win. Opportunistic relationships can hardly be kept constant. The acquaintance of honourable people, even at a distance, does not add flowers in times of warmth and does not change its leaves in times of cold. It continues unfading through the 4 seasons, becomes increasingly stable as it passes through ease and danger. Detach from emotions and desires, get rid of any fixations. An enlightened ruler does not worry about people not knowing him, he worries about not knowing people. What loss is there in dignity? What worry is there of failure? Nothing is harder to see into than people's nature. The sage looks at subtle phenomena and listens to small voices. This harmonises the outside with the inside and the inside with the outside. He who wins people prospers. He who loses them fails. Your present plan should be to seek humans of high aims and far-seeing views, and you can establish yourself firmly. Live with a man 40 years, share his house, his meals, speak on every subject, then tie him up and hold him over the volcano's edge, and on that day you will finally meet the man. Didn't you know that people hide love like a flower too precious to be picked?